Good afternoon, it's that bloke on a motorbike again. I'm out for a ride, as you can see. I'm going over to a biker cafe that I've never been to before, so a bit exciting in some ways. It's a cafe called Ernie B's, and it's near Holme-on-Spalding-Moor in East Yorkshire. So I've set a route into Calimoto, basically just put in where I was setting off from and where their address is, and then let the magic happen, as it usually does, or mayhem, whichever way you want to look at it. So I've got the Cali set, it's on my phone. I can't see it, I can't see the route, because all I do is listen to it on my headset. So the roads are a little bit greasy, but it's absolutely beautiful day. I thought, well, I'm not going to spend it inside. I'm not going to spend it inside, so I'm going to go for a ride. So let's see where we get to. I know where the destination is. I ain't got a clue where I'm going in between that. So sit back and let's have a ride. One thing that I've noticed with Calimoto, it gives you the directions in a little bit of time. The final one, it just said there turn left, and I want a road off to my left, but it was a dead end. Go around the bend, sure enough there's another one. So a few times I've gone and taken different turnings. I've never been up here before, so one thing it is good for is finding different roads. Nice woodland on the left hand side there. Looks like it's privately owned. I know where I am. I know where I am. This is the way down to Squire's Cafe. So according to that, 3 miles, we're going to go past it. I'm going to resist stopping for a coffee, because it's going to, once it starts getting dark, dropping dark a little bit, the temperature's going to plummet. It's already 1 o'clock, so I think we'll just get there, and then I'll come back this way. I might stop on the way back. Squires, not a lot of people there. Gotta watch this bridge. If ever you come round to Squires, watch this bridge, because to come over that hill with that crest in front of us like absolute idiots and go through the bridge. There's been a lot of accidents there. Another bike coming towards us there. Like this series of bends, it really does draw you in. So as you go over the top, it goes round to the left. Look at that, yeah, cut in the corner, everything goes light, and then you've got that off camber on the exit to it. Just moved in there because it's a crest. I don't want anybody coming over there, overtaking on my side. If I'm a parked vehicle, I can always move to the right. I'm going to get more time to do that than I am for a vehicle that's coming in from my right hand side. Look at this, 30 mile an hour speed limit. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely stupid. How would they like it if somebody went through their village past their house at that sort of speed. Both those were cars, and then people get on about motorbikes going too quick and causing a danger.
Turn right, then turn left.
That's where the old Squires used to be, just on his left hand side. Started off was known as the Milk Bar. Used to come here on a Sunday and a Wednesday night, and the whole area would be absolutely full of bikes. I'm going into a place now called Monk Fryston. It's just annoyed Calimoto because they're trying to get me to go down a road that I drive a lot, and I don't know this area, so I'm overruling at the moment. So we're just getting into Monk Fryston now, going over at railway there. Some really old buildings in here, in this little village. A terrible view on that junction there as well as you're coming into it. You see a lot of these buildings are made with the old stone, big stone mullioned windows. Looks like they're going back sort of Middle Ages. On there with thatch on the roof and its garage. When we were kids, we used to come this way on as way to Bridlington if we're going out for a day or if we're going on holiday. I can remember coming down there with my dad, my mum, dad, my brother, when we had the bike and sidecar. We used to love it if we had to wait at that crossroad, that level crossing there, for trains to come through, because they were still running steam at that time as well as Deltic diesel. Yeah, my dad had a motorbike and sidecar. It was a aerial 350 Red Hunter, one of the early ones with it would have got a red and chrome tank. Instruments were set into tank, and there were two separate seats. My dad's was sprung, my mum's were just like a little squab that were fastened onto rear card stays. And then we had a big double adult child sidecar on it, and me and my brother would get into that. The little door outside of it, fully enclosed roof that rolled back, like a Wendy house outside the bike. I wish I still had that motor, I really do. So we're coming into Selby now. Another old little town is this.
Calculating route. In 0.4 miles, turn left.
So that beautiful building in front of you there, Selby Abbey. Going to be going over a bridge here over at River, over the Ouse. It's just a normal bridge now, but it used to be all wood, like wooden railway sleepers across it, and as you went across it would bounce all over the place, and it was a toll bridge, so there'd be somebody stood there in the middle and you all had to pay a toll to him to get across. Traffic used to queue all the way through in both directions for that toll bridge. When you drove over it, you could feel all wood bouncing underneath you. My dad used to keep saying to us, it'll fall down, it's going to fall down. Hold tight. How we took it all in. These used to be all flour mills. Don't know if they still are or not. There were a lot more of them. They went all the way down here. I'm not sure where it's taking me at all now. I did look at the route that it had decided to take me on before I set off. I can't remember it. But it's saying turn right at this roundabout. I hope it's not trying to get me to go all the way back round again. Right folks, just had a bit of a detour there. Calimoto did think that it wanted to get me to go back all the way through Selby, all the way back to Cawood, but I've overruled it. Back on route now to where I know we're going anyway. You can't probably see it on camera, but when I came down here before, just over in that field over there, there's a jet aircraft, and I kept thinking, what on earth is that? And it looks like it's in somebody's garden or something, and it's on a stand, just a single prop in the middle. So this place coming into now, it's Derwent Bridge at Pubwith. It says they're grade 2 listed. River looks quite high. Came through here during summer and it was almost empty. That is very high. Is that river? I'm certainly looking forward to my cup of coffee when I eventually get there. And a well-deserved coffee stop, I think. Somewhere to park. Oh. Right, so just been to Ernie B's, just outside Holme-on-Spalding-Moor, between Holme-on-Spalding-Moor and Market Wheaton. When I got here, because at winter opening hours it was just closing, but really nice chaps. They did me a bacon and sausage, which was really nice. So I had a bacon and sausage and a steaming cup of black coffee. Can't go wrong, can you? So if you're out this way and you're looking for a cafe that's biker orientated, that's the one. There's some bits of clothing and muck off stuff in there as well. A few bikes for sale, loads of seating, loads of parking. So if you're over that way, drop in and do a bit of business. Right, I'm on my way home now. It's going to start dropping a little bit on the coolish side. I know I'm away from here, so I'm not going to battle the Calimoto. I had a look while I were in there to see what the route had actually put in, and it won't even bring it up. So because I didn't go on, she's got the right face on with me. It's Calimoto. That sun's got really low down now on the horizon. Occasionally when I turn to face into it, it's really difficult to see what's happening on the road. Got a little drop down sun visor, but even that's not doing any good when it's directly into your eyes. So that's where a peak on your helmet comes in. This doesn't have one. So it's a case of doing it the old fashioned way. You take one hand, your left hand off handlebar, and shield your eyes with the sun. Or shield your eyes from the sun, I should say. Feel it dropping cold now as the sun does go down, but it's absolutely wonderful. Can't beat getting out on the bike. I don't think I could put my bike away for winter. Never have done. I used to ride all the way through winter. When it was my only form of transport, I used to dig it out, front shed to the road when I was a kid. In my teens, 16, 17, to get to work. Not think of it, and then 2000, I think it was 1999-2000, that winter, I did a bit of a job as a bike courier. Did a lot of long mileages. Been doing it for about 10 months. I had a Honda ST1100 Pan European, the first one I got. It was an ex-police bike. Bought it at auctions, and I did 122,000 miles on that bike in 10 months couriering, long distance courier, over winter. Absolutely rode through snow, ice, rain, wind, didn't matter, just got on with it. Well, I think the thought of putting the bike away, no, it just seems alien to me. As long as it's not snowing now, so I don't particularly fancy going out if it is snowing or there's snow on the ground. But if it's okay, just cold, a bit damp, maybe rain, then that's okay. I'll ride it that. One of the old tricks we used to use for keeping yourself warm would layer up, but there were none of this new handled Cordura fabrics then. The best thing you could hope for was to have a bell staff, wax cotton or some other form of wax cotton, which has got about as much insulation properties as cold water. Reasonably waterproof, but definitely didn't keep you warm. So you used to layer up, get layers on underneath, and if you were out and it got really cold, you could get newspapers, get a newspaper and stick it up inside your jacket and then zip it up, and it's amazing how much warmer that keeps you. It just gives you that little bit of extra insulation, but also stops all that wind chill getting onto your finger, onto your body. So if you're out and you start getting cold, just try it. Just go and get a newspaper, open it up, you know, get some layers underneath you, layers of newspaper. It'll stop that wind coming through, keep you a lot warmer. The other trick we used to do before we got things like waterproof gloves with marigolds. Get a pair of marigolds, put them on, then put your bike gloves over top. Your gloves would be saturated, but your hands would be dry, and that kept them warmer. suppose now you could use the disposable examination gloves, or I've used when I've been out, you know, the gloves that you get at petrol stations, and really thin ones. I've got nicked a couple of those, put them on underneath my bike gloves, and kept me a lot drier and a lot warmer as well. Carrier bags, you can stick the carrier bag on each foot and then put your foot in your boot. Yeah, you're going to get sweaty and clammy, but if your boots are leaking, you're not going to get that cold, horrible water feeling inside. Maybe I should do a video on how we used to do that. If you fancy a video of that, what little bits and pieces we used to get up to, stick it in comments. Drop me a comment, and if you do, I'll make you a video. Ooh, lots of traffic. I can remember one ride that I went on. I went to Whitby. It was fairly cold when I was, when I was going there. But while I was in Whitby, it started snowing. Temperature really plummeted, and I knew I had to come back across. The quickest way for it to come back was across North York Moors. I knew it was going to be really cold. I wasn't too bothered about the snow and slippy stuff, it was just the cold. So what I did was I went into a local hardware shop, and I got 2 hot water bottles, bought 2 hot water bottles, went to a cafe and had a coffee, and asked them could they half fill each one with hot water for me, which they did. And I put a bungee strap from back of my bike, fastened the 2 hot water bottles with the bungee strap, made sure bungs were nicely screwed in, hung it round my neck, and I had one down each side of my chest, and then put my jacket over top of it. And that was one of the nicest rides I've ever had. It was absolute bliss. Right folks, I think I'm going to sign off there. I'm just going to be coming into some town traffic. I've got about another 10-15 miles to do, which will make it just over 100 miles round trip that we've done today. So thanks for watching. If you subscribed, then thank you very much, I do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, think about it. Just hit that subscription bar, ding the bell, leave us a like if you've enjoyed it, and drop us a comment. So ride safe, keep the shiny side up, and I will see you out on the road. Stay safe folks. Bye for now. Bye.